I am joined in the studio today by released hostage Robert King's wife, Maura. Later today, she will be reunited with her husband after more than a year.
I can hardly believe it's happening.
Can you tell us when you first heard the news of your husband's release?
Well, I prayed for this day, and for Bob, for so long. For us to be together again. When I heard...
Jessie.
Mr. Hall, Dr. wants you to have this.
It just went all to pieces right there in the kitchen.
So? You called.
I told myself that I wasn't alone.
Are you going to tell me what's going on or not?
And it was just right there, alongside the truck.
I thought you needed a ride.
The story was on every
Take it.
channel.
Please,
And that was
take
like
it.
reliving that first day over and over again.
You said you'd be there.
When asked
Why should this year be any
her
different?
husband stated proudly that
So what did this doctor say?
and that the
He looks fine to me.
case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
We have so much to do before Reno.
But I could tell that his work was often difficult and wearisome. And when we spoke on the telephone, all that I could think about was holding him in my arms.
So what was she doing there?
She wanted to check on me, I guess.
You guess? Does she know we're going to Reno? Henry.
Of course she knows. She's my daughter.
Okay. So sad.
Sad, but also reality. The struggles that family has, just because your family doesn't always mean that you get along or that you agree, or this kind of sets the daughter character up for maybe being a little hard on him, and we don't know yet why. And of course, as the story progresses,
the floozy is there.
Well,
The floozy.
Her character is kind of interesting. She, I have some really kind of set ideas about her, and I've had people have gone either way, where they really liked her and they felt for her, and I've had other people go, "She got what she deserved," and I don't know. I think that she's definitely a selfish person.
Yeah.
I think she was very manipulative and controlling of her relationship with Henry.
Let me just stop for a second to let anybody else who's really interested in getting involved with this conversation. It's a live call-in show. You didn't know that, did you?
Well,
no, you didn't.
No, maybe not.
No, you didn't. The number here is 621-4472. If you have some questions about local independent filmmaking, well, that's the only kind of filmmaking there is that's local. Nobody wants you to be dependent on them.
Right.
You got to be independent because there's nobody to be dependent on out here.
Yeah.
We're all alone out here.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Yes, it's true. So if you have any questions for Rory or for Melissa, give us a call, say hello, and be polite. Okay, fine. So what was the inspiration for this movie?
Well, the story originated as kind of homage to my grandfather, who succumbed to Alzheimer's disease in the 80s. And I was looking for a way to kind of take off from an earlier film that I had done before film school. Mm-hmm. And that was also kind of a father-daughter story. But Melissa and I did everything. We didn't have any money, and we didn't really have professional actors or crew or anything. And it took literally 6 months to make it.
Melissa made it an animation because you didn't have a camera, right? Right, a lot of drawings.
That might have been helpful. Actually, no, she also did the storyboards for that one.
Yes. See.
So I was looking for a way to make a more of a really personal story
and more fleshed out.
And actually, once I did casting and I brought the actors in, I felt like the film was starting to go beyond what I had originally thought of. The characters.
Isn't that nice when it
Yeah,
goes
it was
beyond your
exciting.
imagination?
Yeah.
Now, I got this question here. You're paying for cast and crew. You're shooting on a tight schedule, but it's a 16-day schedule. But it's a short. How do you expect, if you do, to break even? As a producer, what are your responsibilities towards making this worthwhile, or is it just a different reason? A lot of people make their first short as an intro to get work,
Right.
to build a career, not to sell and make money from. What are your intentions with this film?
Well, the project, it started as his thesis film, so
that's
for
right.
graduation. So it was we budgeted with some money from school, from credit cards, and from
Did you get an
in-kind
A?
services.
Well, it didn't quite work. It was more of a pass fail.
Oh, well.
And but yeah, I mean, our main approach for this film was to be as professional as possible.
Yeah.